Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're all having a great day today. Happy Tuesday. I got it right this time for the first time in a very long time. Hello, Akira. Hey, Flyfo, how's it going, guys? Welcome. Oh my gosh. Hey. I know I didn't stream yesterday. I was having some internet issues. I couldn't really let you guys know that because my phone was dead and I was having internet issues. So I wanted to come on today and come on a little bit earlier, just to hang out with you guys, just to let you guys know what was going on yesterday. Hey, you're live. You're awesome. Love you. Love what you're doing. Pure light. Ryan, I love you. I'm hugging you right now. There's a mic in my way, but we'll hug this way, okay? Thank you so much, Ryan. So much love to you. I really, really appreciate you. So, as you can probably see from the title, we're going to be talking about some things that could be stopping you from lucid dreaming. And before we start that, just want to give you guys a rundown of like what's going on. Well, first, there's going to be more sleep meditations released throughout the week, and then I'm working on like new series, however you want to say that. I'm working on it for the channel. So new things are going to be coming. I definitely want to start having more fun with my content. So if you guys have any ideas for my content, like what you want to see, you can email me, you can leave it in the comments. I might make like a post in the community tab, because I do want your guys' input and I do want it to be something that you guys are involved in when it comes to the content I create. So if you have any ideas of new series, a new series that you want to see on the channel, or you want to see more of Juno, which you're definitely going to see more of him, but just let me know. Series, cool. How often do you get lucid dreams? It really depends on my practice. I've had months where I lucid dream almost every day. I've had nights where I have several lucid dreams. I've had weeks where I don't lucid dream at all. So it really comes down to practice, but spontaneously, I'd say 3 to 4 a week-ish, but it really does depend on my practice. And that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about today too. Oh, as far as series too, the bedtime series. Yeah, I was saying series, but there's an apostrophe S at the end. So I was like series, or just series in general. Got a million questions. Oh, well, feel free to leave them in the chat, Greg. And if it's anything about like new things you want to see on the channel or something, feel free to email me that as well, guys. For those of you who may have seen that I did the Intro to Dreaming workshop, it was 4 days and it actually turned out to be 11 and a half, not 11, oh my god, that would have been crazy, 7.5 hours of content, which is so cool. It's like almost a full school or work day of just dream content. It was so cool. The people that I had in there, oh my gosh, it was so fun. And there were so many breakthroughs in there, which was so cool. You can actually still get into that workshop if you guys missed it, even though we did it live. All of the recordings are still in there, all of the PDFs. I basically am giving you guys a mini ebook with how much I included in just PDFs and like assignments. So it's like a well-rounded thing. It's like dream school. We went to dream school, guys. And it was super fun. If you guys are still wanting to enroll in the Intro to Dreaming workshop, not only will you get the lifetime access to the whole workshop that we did, the recording, but you will also get access to when I run it again live. So pretty cool, right? So if you guys are interested, definitely let me know and I will get you the link to sign up, and that way you'll have that full unlimited access to that one we ran. And you'll be able to attend the new one when I run it live, and we'll be able to connect live, which I think will be super cool. Before we get into everything and before I read your guys' chat, I do want to let you know that that Intro to Dreaming workshop was actually the intro to a whole series that I'm doing. So you guys have probably heard me talk about that, but that's basically, it's called Dreams Of series, the Dreams Of series. And it's basically 11 dream masterclasses that I'm going to be running. all dream related stuff. So if you don't mind, I wanted to just read the classes to you guys, which is super cool. And you can get into each masterclass individually, or you can get the whole series. So these are the different masterclasses that are going to be in the series. Dreams of symbolism. So how to decode and interpret the symbolism in your dreams to communicate with the inner self. That's the first one. Dreams of awareness. How to create awareness in your dreams for lucid dreams and lucid living. Dreams of lucidity, of course. How could we not have that? The easiest and most effective ways to have vivid and powerful lucid dreams. Dreams of neuroplasticity. How to learn skills and break or make habits through dream practice. Dreams of liminal states, how to induce liminal dreams and ride the dreamy edge of consciousness. Dreams of the shadow, so this is like an introduction to shadow work, non-lucid and lucid dreams of the shadow. Let's see, we're almost done here. Dreams of visitation, so how to induce visitation dreams. So this is if you've ever had like a loved one who's passed away visit you in your dreams or something, that's called a visitation, and you can actually induce those. So that's going to be a masterclass. Dreams of the inner child, how to connect with and reparent your inner child from the dream state. Dreams of manifestation, how to manifest things into the dream, so like instantly manifest while you're lucid, and how to manifest things from the dream into waking life, so how to actually use the lucid dream state to manifest things in waking life, which is pretty cool. And then the last one is dreams of healing, and that's how to physically and emotionally heal using the dream practice. So that is the series, the Dreams of series, and this did come to me in a dream, which is so cool. So you can actually get the entire series for like $200 off. And if you want to get each individual one, you can do that as well. If you are on my email list, I have sent emails out about it. If not, just send me an email or something and we'll be able to chill. Where's the giant mug of tea? I feel like I'm missing out, you know? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. It's not even full. Oh my god, I did you guys such a disservice today. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to get the mug. I need to get the mug. I just have a boring old water bottle here. I know. I had coffee today, I had tea, I had cacao. I've been like loading up on stuff today. But so that's kind of like the updates of what's going on. Even though you missed the workshop, you can still get in. And then this whole series, by the way, I don't think I've told you this. So there's 11 masterclasses, right? The first one is June 7th, and these masterclasses go all the way until October 18th. So every other Monday, there's going to be a masterclass from June to the end of October. So that's pretty sick, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, and I'm so excited. So if that resonates with you, if that sounds cool, and you guys want to get into the little dream fam, then definitely let me know, and I would be happy to chat with you guys about it. Okay, we got some stuff to catch up on. Let's do this. Okay. Is this still going to be up on the channel when it's not live? Yep, so all of my videos, they actually, once they're done processing, they go onto the channel as a regular video. I also put it in the live videos playlist. So you'll be able to see that, Marcus. No worries. Hello, Kadri. How are you? One idea that came to mind would be guided OB lucid dreaming meditation. Flyfo, I love that you said that because I actually want to create a guided lucid dreaming meditation where I actually guide you guys through the hypnagogic state. And I am kind of waiting to update my mic so I actually have a mic that's like easy to create meditations with. But I love that you said that because that is something that I do want to do. So thank you for bringing that to my attention again. Let's see. More guided meditations would be nice. Haylee, I'm glad you guys like those. I wasn't sure. Of course, they do kind of get less views sometimes. Not everyone's gonna like a guided meditation, so it's nice to hear what you guys have to say about it. So definitely, your voice is heard here. Definitely let me know what you like on the channel. What would you'd like to see more of, and I'll definitely use that to fuel my content. When I meditate and my phone bleeps or something, this weird jolt shoots through my body. Is that normal, good or bad? Let's see. So is it like a physical feeling, like a shock or something? Because once you enter a deep meditative state, you can experience what's called a myoclonic jerk, which is like when you're falling asleep, you know, when you like jerk. I don't know if that's the same thing or not, Greg. Normally streams stay on as an upload. Yep, so they stay up as an upload, yeah. Difference between lucid dreaming and imagination. Lucid dreaming, you are in a 3D reality like this. You can feel things, you can touch things, you can taste things, you can smell things. It is more real than this reality. That's the dream world, but you know that you're dreaming as the dream is happening. So it's actually the most vivid form of visualization you can experience. So definitely a big difference between lucid dreaming and imagination, but imagination definitely fuels your dreams. How much time do you guys spend per day to get lucid dreams more often? So I'm actually going to be breaking some stuff down for you guys that may help. Again, for those of you tuning in, hello. The ones that are just tuning in, hey. We're going to be talking about what's stopping you from lucid dreaming. So I'm going to, and I also have a supplement that I've just started taking again. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that too. I have it right here. Okay. Okay, so I have a question about astral projection. If you are willing to discuss it, I have successfully AP'd 4 times over the past year. The problem is, as soon as I leave the body, all I sense is darkness. Then I try to open my eyes and boob. Instantly, I am back in my body. I haven't gotten longer than around 10 seconds. How do I overcome this issue? So thank you for your comment. So that's kind of what happens when you first have out-of-body experiences. It's very dark. It's kind of sluggish. You kind of feel like you're walking for the first time. Like for me, it literally felt like I was walking for the first time. I was stumbling all around. I was running into walls. I was like, it's a very weird feeling. But what I would focus on is the more awareness you have, and it's just like the lucid dream state, so you might have heard me say this before, the more awareness you have, the more control you're going to have. So try to have out-of-body experiences, or induce them. If you induce them, it will. When you've gotten kind of enough rest, and you feel like you have enough awareness to take into the experience. Number 2, once you're in the experience, it's a thought-responsive state, so whatever you think, feel, or expect basically happens instantly, so you can use that to your advantage and make a specific demand. For me, if it's dark, I'll say something like light now, like an actual demand, like light now, clarity now. And William Buhlman also recommends this as well, like making specific demands. And one other thing, if you're in an out-of-body experience or something and it's dark, try to imagine what it would be like to see. Now that sounds weird, but if you think about that, like once you start to imagine what it would be like to see, that actually causes you to be able to see in the out-of-body experience. So that's definitely something that I'd recommend trying. Don't forget to drop a like, you guys. We gotta promote our girl on the home screen. Flyfo, I love you. You come here. Come here. I'm not gonna knock over my mic this time. I'm just giving everyone hugs. Thank you. You're sweet. Does lucid dream guided meditation actually work, and are you meant to fall asleep to them while listening to it? So it depends. There's certain meditations that you can fall asleep to, like actually fall asleep to. The guided meditation that I would do, I would probably tell you guys, okay, try this after like 4.5 hours of sleep. I would give you guys instructions of like when to do the meditation. Ideally, you'd probably want to do it during a technique. So I would probably recommend, like when I make my lucid dreaming guided meditation, I would probably do it during a technique once you've woken up in the middle of the night or whenever you decide to do an induction technique. And then I guide you from wakefulness down to like a half awake, half asleep state, and then into lucidity, depending on if you are in your REM stage or not. That's going to determine if this works immediately. And if not, that's why sometimes you'll be trying to meditate and you'll have to meditate for a lot longer because you're like trying to get to your sleep cycle or your REM cycle. So it's best to do that in REM. If once I make the guided meditation, just know that it's best to do it in REM during a technique. Look who it is. Jamal, what's up, my dude? Oscar, how's it going? Gina's here. Gina, how's it going? Oh my gosh, everyone, what is up? Gina, thank you for joining. No worries, Marcus. Bust out the Tibetan bowls. You know, I do have a, I don't think it's a Tibetan bowl. I do have a singing bowl. I do. I had a lucid dream last night and it was so vivid. A purple blue sunset. Ooh, so beautiful, and light fluffy clouds in the sky. But I had a bad thought and saw a siren head, but I thought Oh, interesting. Isn't that so crazy? The astral projection, I find that when I lie in bed, I don't get any result, but when I go on the couch reclined, I feel, yeah, because your brain kind of associates your bed with sleep. So like a lot of the time, if I try to induce an experience in bed, my brain thinks I'm going to bed because I always sleep there. So your brain associates different objects with certain things. Like my big mug that all of you guys know about. My brain associates that with tea. You know, your bed, your brain associates that with sleeping. So it is good to change up where you do your techniques. For me, I have a lot of success on the couch as well because you're keeping a slight sliver of awareness. Your brain is used to sleeping in your bed. So when you lay down on another surface in another room, your brain is going to be slightly aware because it's not used to sleeping or like resting in that area. So yeah, do what works. It's going to be slightly different for everybody, but if you notice that a certain technique works or laying on the couch always gets you out of body or something, then stay. It's all about finding out your recipe. Everyone's going to have a slightly different recipe, but once you master it, you can create the same results again, right? It's the same thing. Gina, how to control your lucid dreams. So your lucid dreams, it's all down to thought, expectation, and intention and awareness. The biggest way to control your dreams is to stabilize your lucid dream first by interacting with your senses as soon as you get lucid. And you also have to consistently remind yourself that you are dreaming because it's so real to your brain. Your brain can forget that you are in a dream and it can take you out of your lucid dream and you'll go back into a non-lucid dream. And sometimes you gotta hover between, you know, lucid and non-lucid until you've built up enough awareness and understanding that you are dreaming. And then you can carry on through the dream. Does that make sense? I'm sure you guys have had a lucid dream where you're like, oh, I'm dreaming, and then you slip out of it. Oh, I'm dreaming. It's because of low level of awareness. So the more aware we can become, the more we can stabilize the dreams, the longer they'll last, the more vivid they'll be, and the more control we will have. Which supplements are you taking right now? Oh, how much time do you have? So if you're talking about dream supplements, I'm taking a few. Okay, okay. So I take like my vitamins. I take these like 100% daily, like vegan vitamins. I take like cranberry supplement. I take probiotics. I take digestive enzymes. I take, it's called like Mood and Mind or something. Galantamine, I do take occasionally. The new one I was going to tell you guys about is 5-HTP. Of course, I've taken this before, but I'm taking it consistently now. And this helps with appetite control, which is super cool. I didn't even know that. Mood, obviously, because 5-HTP, your brain turns to serotonin, which then your body turns into melatonin. So it helps balance your mood, helps balance your sleep. It helps with appetite control. And so it's just really cool, and I've definitely noticed I've felt differently. I've only been taking this for literally 2 days, and I've already had more energy. I feel more upbeat. It's like really, really cool, and my sleep has been better. So I'm just kind of experimenting. Also, I am going to be reviewing this mystery supplement on the channel. It's going to be a 30-day video. I'm just not sure how to do that yet. I might just record a lot of it from my phone. But this is going to be a company that I'm going to review for 30 days on my channel. My dreaming journey, my lucid dream journey, if you will. I'm going to do all the techniques that I'm going to create some sort of strategy. I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm doing throughout the 30 days. When I take these supplements, if I wake up in the middle of the night from an experience, I'm going to start recording. I'm going to like let you guys into my whole experience. So that is coming. But those are some of the supplements that I take. I don't know if I'm forgetting any. Oh, and I also take these ones called like Supermind. Helps with like cognitive clarity and focus, and you know, there's a few things in there. They're not consistent. All of these aren't consistent, but I do have a whole dream herb stash. If you guys saw like my bedside, lots of stuff. I just like testing things out. Okay, wait. Technically, lucid dreaming is in your subconscious, but you also have access to external information knowledge. Say if you want to discover esoteric secrets about humanity's past and such. Absolutely, Oscar, because this brings us to the quantum model of reality. In the quantum model of reality, nothing is separate. Everything is one. So all of our consciousness, all of humanity's consciousness is actually connected into the overall collective consciousness. So there's two things within this realm of reality. There's energy and there's matter. Something is either energy or something is mass or physical matter, right? When we're dreaming, that is obviously energy because it is not happening in the physical dense environment. So that means that you are conscious within an energy field. Within that energy field, you have connection to all things on the energetic spectrum. This means emotions. This means past memories. This means future memories. This means the collective consciousness thoughts. This means the Akashic records. This means the overall collective, and there's no separation, which is why some people may get confused about it. I'm looking at this from the quantum model of reality, where all of everything to exist is like in one tiny drop. Did you know if we took out all of the energy of all of the people in the world, the mass that we are could fit inside of a sugar cube? That's how much energy we are. Like, we are mostly energy. So when you're even lucid dreaming, you are in that energetic field and you have access to that collective knowledge. This is how we have visitations from past loved ones. This is how we get business ideas from our dreams. You know, it goes beyond our mind. We're stepping into an energetic field of the quantum is how I like to look at it, and that's kind of how I've experienced it, which is why we can access pieces of just information that can completely transform our life. You know, I've sat down with my future self and I've asked her how she's gotten to where she was, and I don't feel like that would be possible just within my mind. I think that I had to access a broader timeline, even though time doesn't exist either, but let's just say like future timeline. I'd have to step out of just my conscious mind, my ego, in order to access that information. So I hope that that makes sense. I could literally ramble forever when it comes to like quantum physics and stuff. So I hope that that was like pretty mild and digestible. The jolt that I feel is like a strong vibration goes from my head to my feet, kind of like a pulse, like a vibration. You might be tapping into something pretty powerful there. I get like that during meditation as well. It's not triggered by like a phone or anything, but it almost feels like I'm accessing the vibrational state, but I'm not. It's just like this weird feeling of energy. Sometimes I'll feel like pressure on my head. So I think that happens when your brain waves are changing. You're going out of like an alpha or beta, you're going deeper. And so I feel like, especially when we're in meditation, when we're closing our eyes, when we're susceptible to all of these little sensations that maybe we wouldn't have experienced before, I think that allows us to really tap into what meditation actually does and what our brainwaves are doing on a physical level. I think that may be why you're experiencing the jolt, because I do experience that too, but it's not triggered by like a phone or anything. I'm so grateful for discovering your channel, all your inspiring content. I'm so grateful for connecting with you, Oscar. I really am. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you were here. You guys make me so happy. Oh my gosh. See, I knew it. I was like, even though I can't go yesterday, even though I can't go live tonight and I can't let them know because of my internet, I want to do a surprise stream today just to connect with you guys. And look how many of you are coming to chill with me. That makes me so happy. When I sort of AP'd on the couch, I think I woke up in my dream and I saw I was in my room looking at my hands in front of me. It was weird. Felt like my astral body trying to exit, but decided not to. You know what's so funny about that? The other day, I decided to try to induce an out-of-body experience. I'll wake up like early in the morning, maybe like an hour or two early, and that's what I did. And I went to go lay on the couch. And I got into the meditational state. Okay, I was meditating. I got in the vibrational state slightly. I was like half awake, half asleep. And then I'm trying to have an out-of-body experience. And then I have a dream that I'm trying to astral project. And then Chance was there. And he does not practice anything related to dream. I'm really, really working on it. But in my dream, he was telling me how to do it. No, you're doing it wrong. You got to lay this way to have an out-of-body experience. So that should have told me it was a dream, but I thought it was so funny that I was like, all right, I'm waking up. I'm going to have this cool out-of-body experience. It's going to be sick. Like, I'm going to go lay on the couch. It's going to be cool. And literally, I just have a dream that I'm trying to have an out-of-body experience, and Chance is telling me what to do. That would literally never happen on any plane of existence. So I should have known. That's so funny. Do you ever go through lucid dream dry spells? Absolutely, and I feel like that's part of the process. A lot of people think that I don't go through lucid dream dry spells. Sometimes I go through dream dry spells. What's happening in waking life is really affecting your practice. That's why I'm saying don't be hard on yourself if you don't get lucid the first time you try a technique or something, or maybe it's a week. Like, I promise you, the more frustrated you are about it, the harder it is to have an experience. So I would just recommend getting back into your enthusiasm and back into your determination and starting to fuel your dream practice. You're never starting over. You're just picking up where you left off, but there's going to be an ebb and flow to the process. You know, you're going to have a really, really good week or month of dream experiences or OBEs, and then you're going to have some time where your body is almost just going through this phase. It's going through a cycle. So yes, I do have dry spells too. Of course. Gina, you make me happy. I seriously love you guys. Oh my gosh. You guys are so nice. Can you talk about ways to get around the massive disability of being pictures in your mind? So you're talking about for like techniques and stuff. What I would do is I would look up a picture first. So say you have a really hard time at imagining things. I would give your brain something to work with first. So if you can't, like, say you're trying to induce a lucid dream, but you really can't imagine this dream scene you want to create. Say it's being by the beach, and you want to imagine being at the beach as you're falling into sleep. I would look up a picture first. That way your brain can lock in the image, and then you can just like imagine that picture as you're in your meditation and really focus on that. That way you're not trying to get your brain to come up with its own original content, which can be stressful sometimes if you're really not able to create a whole vivid imagination like scene. But if you're giving your brain the imagery that you want it to recreate in the meditation, I feel like that might help. So maybe looking up pictures or watching videos of what you actually want to imagine in your meditation, and then maybe replaying that through your mind, I think may help. When I'm trying to get sleep paralysis, I noticeably snore. Have you ever like woken yourself up from snoring, or you've been conscious of yourself snoring? If that's the case, if that's what you're talking about, Greg, you might be in light sleep instead of REM sleep, because in light sleep you can actually become conscious of yourself sleeping, like actually snoring. I have a client who messaged me and she's like, I don't know what it is, but I am just like conscious throughout the entire night. I can hear myself snore. My husband will wake up, go to like get ready, do all this stuff throughout the house, and I'll be able to tell him exactly what he did. And I was like, you're in light sleep for most of the night, because you're like conscious of what's happening around you, but you're still asleep enough to be snoring. So if that's what's happening, Greg, then you may be in light sleep. What are the commonalities between lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences? Great question. So the similarities between them are that they can be induced in similar ways. You're using your energy body to have the experience. You can use the states back and forth. So if you're in a lucid dream, you can turn it into an OBE and vice versa. So they're different experiences, but you can induce them in very similar ways. So I usually tell people that if you learn how to do one, like if you work with me and say you do want to learn both, I'll walk you through the process of dreaming first, and lucid dreaming, and then it's really easy to build off that into an out-of-body experience. So they're actually very similar with how you can induce them, sometimes how they feel, and that they're both thought responsive states. So whatever you expect, intend to happen or think about happening, then that actually creates that in the experience. So I think the lucid dream and the out-of-body state are similar in those ways too. Should I shoot for astral projection or lucid dreaming? Probably lucid dreaming if you haven't learned either at will yet. I feel like that's easier because, again, you can induce them in very similar ways. You can literally induce an OBE from a lucid dream, which is one of the super easy techniques that I teach to my clients. Like, you can be in a lucid dream and turn it into an out-of-body experience at will. How cool is that? Like, what? Jamal, you remember. Oh my god. Did you get to visit the food court in Egypt this past week? You know, I didn't, but I actually think that I'm ready to go back. Thank you for bringing that to my and by the way, I love that you said that. That means so much to me because that place, I've had a lot of amazing memories there. So I love that you recall that. Oh my gosh. I'll keep you updated. I'll see if I can go back there tonight. Because that place is rad as hell, dude. It is so rad. It is so fun. Definitely one of my favorite dream places that I like consistently visit, for sure. It is very, very sick. Tina, of course. Oh my god. I'll use the couch more often because it was amazing. And sorry for this. No, you're not spamming, dude. No, you're fine. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope that helps. Definitely let me know if using the couch for your experiences helps. In lucid dreaming, are you sleeping? So your mind is sleeping, yes. Your conscious mind is asleep. You are in REM sleep, which means you are dreaming. It is the lightest stage of sleep that we experience when sleeping. Our brain waves are actually more active in the lucid dream state than they are when we're awake, which means we're literally more active in the lucid dream state. And that's because our brain is in gamma. That's like super consciousness. And the reason why we can become conscious in the unconscious is because our conscious mind's asleep, right, in the lucid dream, but our prefrontal cortex is activated. And that's the part of the brain that is associated with our sense of self and our critical thinking. So my sense of self is what tells me that my name is Haylee, this is my house, this is what I do for a living, I am talking to you guys right now on a live video, is what grounds me into this experience. So obviously, if you're in a regular non-lucid dream and you're in some random place you've never been before and you just accept it, that means your sense of self is not on, which is what connects you to this reality. So you are asleep, but there's a part of your brain that is activated that makes you aware of what's going on as you're asleep. So you're literally conscious in the unconscious. Have you ever went in a lucid dream and looked up at the sky and thought, wow, I'm in my own mind? Oh, absolutely. Literally all the time. Because once you start to have these experiences, it is mind-blowing how vivid it is. I remember the first lucid dream I had, like consciously induced, I cried. I woke up and cried because I was like, what? Even when I talk to dream characters, there's so much life in their eyes. There's so much soul. And I'm like, I'm awake right now, or like I'm in a dream right now. This is insane. And once you start to look at all the detail, the clouds, the sky, the grass, and you start to feel things and touch things, you're like, I'm in like Neverland and Wonderland and whatever else all at the same time. This is literally the craziest experience I've ever had. It's so real. It's more real than this reality. That's what makes me feel like this is the dream. This is actually the dream. It has to be. Oh my gosh. It has to be. Big question. Is caffeine good or bad? So it really depends. I wouldn't say it's bad. I still drink caffeine. You can use it for some techniques. It may help you stay more aware, or it might mess up your practice altogether. So I would say don't intake like a ton of caffeine, have like a good balance, like be, like moderate with it. Don't be taking like 600 milligrams of caffeine a day. And I think you'll be fine. caffeine really doesn't affect too much unless you're like chugging coffee or energy drinks at like a random ass time in the middle of the night and then you try to sleep. That's, you know, we need some adjusting there if that's the case. But if you're just, you know, drinking caffeine like a normal person, you know, maybe some coffee, maybe some black tea or something, that'll be fine. Yeah, it won't really mess your practice up too much. Can you smoke weed and lucid dream? Great question. And also, do you have any videos on your channel on how to lucid dream? Literally so many. Literally go to my channel. I have a playlist that's called Lucid Dreams and Out-of-Body Experiences. I'd recommend checking that out. That's what my whole channel is dedicated to, pretty much, is like sleep dreams and just like weird dreamy things. So definitely check that out. Also, you cannot really lucid dream while you are smoking weed. It really depends on how much you're smoking, but I would say not really. Even when I was smoking, I had to mess around with it a lot because I smoked concentrates, which is like dab pens and stuff, or like wax dab or something like that. And my dream recall, I had to really work to even maintain my dream recall when I was smoking cannabis. And if you are going to smoke for sure, I would recommend taking like 1 or 2 rips in the morning and then that's it. Like, because if you're smoking at night, that's going to affect your REM sleep the most. And when we smoke, the reason why alcohol and cannabis causes causes our dreams to be like non-existent is because those things think about how relaxed you feel when you like take a dab or something, or like you're sipping on some whiskey or something. I don't know, just imagine. You feel very relaxed and that puts you into like a deep sleep. So and since REM sleep is the lightest stage of sleep, since our brain's super active, alcohol and cannabis is not going to give us this level of like super consciousness. It's going to probably put us to sleep, make us a little bit like spacey, you know? So that's why it's kind of horrible for dreams, is because it puts you into deep sleep, and we don't lucid dream in deep sleep. We lucid dream in REM sleep, but it completely takes away your REM. So that's why. Let's see, I lost my... Okay, wait. Kundalini, you're right, Jamal. Absolutely could be. I also get when transitioning to wild. I think it... yes, it really depends what stage of sleep you're in. So I'm glad that you said that, Eric. If it's in a meditation, I don't feel like it's myoclonic jerks. If you're in doing like the wild technique and you experience the jolt, that's a myoclonic jerk. So it really depends what stage of sleep or when you have the jolt, but I definitely experience it, but not too much during meditation. It's mostly during like a technique when I'm trying, but I do get it, I guess, if I wake up in the middle of the night, and then especially when I first started trying to induce lucid dreams, oh, it made me so mad. Or when I would try to induce an out-of-body experience, I'd wake up, you know, like stay up for 10 minutes, lay on my back, make it all like chill, and then I'd like almost be there, like I would feel the vibrations coming, like you can almost anticipate them, and then my leg would like just kick super hard or like start twitching, and I like couldn't hold still. I'm like, oh my god, please stop. Like, it was so frustrating. The more I went on through my practice, the less I started like twitching during technique. So maybe that's just something that you have to like get past. But it was, oh my god, it was so frustrating. Never heard of light sleep. Is it good or bad? So we have 4 main stages of sleep. So we have the hypnagogic state, which is the state between wakefulness and sleep. So we have the hypnagogic state, we have light sleep, then we go into deep sleep, and then we go into REM sleep. So light sleep, there's actually something in all stages of sleep that really benefits us. Obviously, because that's why our body goes through those things. But I'll have to maybe make a video on the different sleep stages and what they do, because I think you guys would be very surprised. In deep sleep, that's obviously when our cells are regenerated, but also that's when our hair grows and our nails grow and we physically grow in height, is in deep sleep. I think that's pretty interesting. You're just too awesome. How is it you don't have 1 million subscribers? Greg, I love you. Well, we're getting there, okay? We're getting there slowly but surely. I've only been on YouTube for 2 years, which I think we're doing pretty good for where we're at. Like, I'm really happy with, you know, where we are right now, especially all these amazing people. It's not even about how many subs I have. It's like the quality of people that I have in this community, and you guys are amazing. I literally love you guys. And I feel so connected to you guys. You guys are people that show up time and time again. So I'm like really creating a friendship with each of you, and I think it's super cool. And I think that's my favorite part about having this channel, is being able to connect to you guys and be able to see my friends over and over again show up and hang out with me. I think that's what's making this channel really just like amazing to me, is you guys, not just how many of there you are, but who you guys actually are. That's what I love about this. Lucid dreams are probably an advanced technology for us in our evolution. It's absolutely tied to evolution. It's a natural part of our biology, and we're meant to experience it. That's why we experience it naturally. I mean, think about breath work. We've done breath work on this channel. Who in here has done the breath work with me? You can have psychedelic experiences from breath. We are meant to experience that, or else we wouldn't be able to do it through breath. I mean, think about that. You're literally activating the DMT compound in your brain and having psychedelic experiences through breath. Like, we are definitely made to do that. We are meant to explore consciousness. Absolutely. Latshine, oh my gosh, welcome. Good to have you. This is your first time. Awesome. Well, welcome to the Dream family. It is so good to see you. And this is your first time catching a live stream. That is so cool. So you're probably familiar with, you know, who I am and everything. But we usually stream every Monday. I did miss yesterday. So we're streaming today. I might change it up sometimes, because this is definitely earlier than we stream. But we usually stream at least once a week. And I'm gonna be soon releasing something every single day. I think that's super cool. Absolutely. Welcome, my friend. Good to have you. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Brent, this is your first time here. Oh my gosh, welcome to the Dream family. Brent, so good to have you. Oh my gosh, look at how many cool dreamers we have in here. Oh my gosh, I want you all to know that this is a safe place to share your dreams, to connect with other people, to ask questions, to tell stories. This is the place where you can let your dreams run wild. All our life we've been told, oh, it's just a dream, forget about it. It was just a dream, right? So that's my goal with my channel, is to show you that it's not just a dream, that your dreams are important, that the dreams and desires you have in life are important, and they deserve to be heard, and you deserve to be valued and celebrated and have a loving community surrounding you that has similar desires. That is my goal through this channel. So, and just my brand in general. So I hope that serves you. Crazy how many things we can achieve through breathwork, visualization, and intention. It really makes you think what more humans can do that we aren't aware of. Think about it. Absolutely. It's like the 4-minute mile. Everyone couldn't run the 4-minute mile until one person did it, and then everybody could. Like, we set up our own limitations. That's why I try to teach in my work that really, we are limitless beings in a limitless universe, and the only thing that creates those limitations is us. Really, is us. That's why as long as we tell ourselves we can't do something, we can't, but all of a sudden we change our state of thinking and then we can. This is proof that we literally set up our own limitations. So I love that you said that, Jamal, because we are meant to explore consciousness, to realize our limitlessness, and to learn what it's like to have a human experience, because we are not humans, right? We have a human body that we're using during this lifetime, but it's because we're meant to learn what it's like to be a human, to explore consciousness as a human. Calvin Lindsay, do you have merch? So I do have merch. I do have a merch shop. I'm going to be updating it soon, so I'm going to be adding more on there. Let me get you that link really fast. Let me think about where to go. So all of everything is in the description. For those of you who don't know, I do have a merch shop. Let me go find something. I'm trying to find the link for you guys. And I'm definitely going to be updating some of the stuff on there. I guess rebranding, you could say. But here's some of the stuff I have on there. You will have to scroll down a little bit because I do have like To Lucidity and Beyond. That's its own collection. Then you scroll down, the Lucid collection. Are you dreaming? I have stickers that say, are you dreaming? I could be dreaming. My favorite, one of my favorites is the Ask Me If I'm Dreaming shirt. I actually have that one. And then we got some posters, we got some mugs, we got some hoodies, we got some pillows. So I'm definitely going to be adding more and changing it up. If you guys have any recommendations for my merch as well, let me know. Had a lucid dream years ago, been chasing it ever since. Well, you have come to the right place, my friend. Because I'm here to help you. Do you think that lucid dreaming is part of this, or part or same as the law of attraction? So, dreaming can be used for the law of attraction. Like, because quantumly, like, it makes sense that whatever we experience on an energetic level, we will be able to turn into physical matter. I have manifested specific amounts of money through the lucid dream state, and it's because the lucid dream state is the most powerful form of visualization you can have. And if visualization works for manifesting, imagine what lucid dreaming practice could do when you're actually experiencing it. You can taste the money, you can hold $10,000, you can smell it in the lucid dream, and your brain thinks it's actually real. So then if you had any blocks about being able to receive money, say you were like, oh, there's no way that I can have $10,000. There's no way that I can make $10,000. All of a sudden, if you lucid dream about having $10,000, your brain is going to think you are actually holding $10,000 because it doesn't think you are dreaming. It thinks that you are awake. So that is already going to start to reprogram your brain to know that you can achieve $10,000. It's basically raising your income thermostat, your financial thermostat of what you feel like you are able to make. So it does a lot energetically, and also like as far as your belief systems go and your potential, like it really does affect that as well. Is sending healing energy to others in lucid dreams far more effective than sending healing energy in the waking world? I believe so, because well, I think that you should do both, but I almost think that it may be, because as they showed, like what you do in the lucid dream state is 7 to 9 times more powerful than in the waking state, because you're in a total energetic field. And Robert Wagner also talks about physically healing people through the lucid dream. So I think both are great, especially if you're doing like Reiki or something, or energy healing in the waking state. You're still using energy because you're using your mind, you're using your emotions, right? You're using your intentions. That is energy. But I feel like it would be almost amplified if you did that exact same routine that you do for sending healing energy or Reiki, but in the lucid dream. I think would be both, like, I think that would be incredible. And I mean, I healed my digestive issues from the lucid dream. I'm sure you could help other people do that as well. Totally. What about antidepressants or benzos stopping someone from having a lucid dream? So antidepressants, a lot of antidepressants suppress REM sleep, and we need REM sleep to have lucid dreams. We need REM sleep to have dream recall. We need REM sleep to integrate trauma. During REM, that's when our brain actually processes and integrates trauma. And did you know if you interrupt someone during their dreaming period throughout the night, that you're actually interrupting their ability to integrate trauma, and that could turn into psychosis? That's how important dreaming is to the brain. And when I was smoking a lot, or taking, like, when I was on my medications that suppressed REM, I was sad. Like, I felt like I had no point in life. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but like, dreaming fuels every part of my life. I feel so whole with the dreaming practice and just so connected to everything. And so that's how important dreaming is to me. So if you're taking a medication or something that suppresses REM, I would look into it. to see if it is suppressing REM, and then maybe what you could do to, even in the lucid dream, you could use the lucid dream state to get off medication. I literally got off 8 medications from the dream realm. But also you can look at maybe some natural alternatives that don't suppress REM. Of course. Haylee, can you recommend a lucid dreaming binaural beats that make us sleep fast? So the thing about the binaural beats, I wasn't able to really find any on YouTube that I liked. So you will actually see that I make those on my channel. I have a whole playlist that I think is just called like sleep meditations or something like that. Check out the playlists and you'll see that I actually have a whole playlist of tracks that I made to help you sleep fast. I have ones for lucid dreaming, out-of-body experiences, insomnia. I have like a nature ambient soundtracks as well. In Robert Monroe's book, he talks about head facing north. Why is that? So I think that it's just because of like the energetic point on your head. I'm not exactly sure why. I do remember that, and I did try that, and it did work a couple times. But I think it's almost down to like feng shui. Like there's certain like directions in feng shui. Like you have a success direction, you have a relationship direction, you have a physical direction. It's almost like the astrology, like your astrology, but for different directions, and you basically use that in feng shui to get specific results. So if I think my success direction is northwest. So if my success direction is northwest, then that means I should be facing northwest when I make a deal with somebody, or I'm doing like a business contract, or maybe I'm doing something related to business where I need extra success, or like success in my favor, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty sure that when Robert Monroe talks about facing north, it's kind of the same way, if that makes sense. It's creating an energetic connection to a field that is meant to help you induce that experience. Does that make sense at all? Okay. Dream walking. What do you mean by dream walking? Because I've heard that before, but there's different definitions for it, so I just want to clear that up. First of all, also, I definitely want to touch on the title of this video before I have to go. I have a little bit longer, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what could be stopping you from lucid dreaming. So let's start from the basics, okay? What could be stopping you from lucid dreaming? Not seeing your regular dreams is important. You need to see your regular dreams as important because your brain doesn't know the difference between just a regular dream and a lucid dream, right? So if we're not really paying attention to our regular dreams, our brain is just going to think that we don't think dreams are important in general. And that could affect our ability to recall them. Say that you had a friend that lived across the country. Say that your friend wrote you letters every week or every day. And you would open those letters and you'd get super excited. You'd read them, you'd write back to your friend. Obviously that keeps that relationship going, right? You'd continue to write letters to your friend and you'd continue to receive letters from your friend. But say that you stopped reading those letters from your friend eventually. Say that you stopped opening them, you stopped replying. Eventually your friend's probably going to get the hint and stop sending you letters, right? The brain is the same way with dreams. Dreams are the subconscious mind writing you letters through images. But if you stop paying attention to those images, if you stop reading those letters from your subconscious mind, your brain's going to think it's not important and it's going to stop saving that information. So it works the same way. So as you're falling asleep, I would make some sort of intention. If you're working on dream recall, I would definitely fall asleep with some sort of affirmation like, tonight I'll remember my dreams. I have excellent dream recall. I always use that one for dream recall. And if you're already remembering dreams every single night, you can change it to, the next time I'm dreaming, I'll see my hands and I'll realize I'm dreaming. Or the next time I dream of a school, I will realize that I'm dreaming. You can use any affirmation depending on what you need, but you should always fall asleep with an intention. Just like when you wake up and you have an intention for your day, you're literally going to another realm when you're going to sleep. So you should definitely have an intention for what you want to experience in that realm too. Surrounding your sleep should have intention. As you're falling asleep, intentional. Once you wake up, intentionally trying to remember your dreams. Asking yourself questions in the morning. Do I remember where I was? Do I remember dreaming of anyone in particular? Do I remember what I was feeling? Do I remember waking up in the middle of the night? You just want to ask yourself questions, and you don't just have to use your dream journal for dreams. Of course, that's what it's the dream journal is used to boost your memory of what's happening during sleep. So if you didn't remember any dreams, but you remember waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, write that down. That is perfect for your dream journal because it happened during sleep and you are practicing remembering what's happening during your sleep, right? So you'll want to write down anything that comes up, even if it's not a dream. The most important thing is to be using your dream journal every single day. Don't skip a day. Don't do it. Write in your dream journal every single morning before you leave your bed, if possible. That's the first thing. So if you're not writing your dreams down, if you're not trying to remember your dreams, then that could be one reason why you're not dreaming or lucid dreaming. Another one is you don't look through your dream journals. Are you someone who never looks through your dream journals? That could also be why you're not lucid dreaming. If you don't know the content of your dreams and you don't know the environment of your dreams or the energy of your dreams, it's going to be hard to tell when you're in a dream. Bill, I love you. Thank you so much for the $5, my friend. I appreciate you so much. I am hugging you right now. Thank you. If you're someone that doesn't look through your dream journal, you're not going to know when you're dreaming because you're not familiar with your dream environment, right? I always dream that I'm in a school. If I never looked through my dream journal and saw the pattern of school, I could have never known that that was a huge part of my dream world, and I would have never realized I was dreaming. Your dream journal is not just to write in it and forget it. Your dream journal is to help you report what happens during sleep, and then we use what's in the dream journal to actually get lucid. Because think about it, the dream journal invites you in, it lets you see your own mind. It lets you see what you're dreaming about. It lets you see what you're thinking about, what your brain is fixated on. If you dream of a specific person or dreaming of a specific area or a place or a feeling, the dream is showing you the contents of your own mind. The more you know the contents of your own mind, the easier you'll be able to tell when you're in those contents. Does that make sense? So you know when your dream has a specific energy about it? It's very hard for me to explain, but say that I have this, it's not like an eerie feeling, but it's almost where you have a dream where it feels like there's something paranormal in it. I literally don't know how to explain this, but I have these dreams where there's like an eerie feel to it. And some of my dreams just have that, but it's not scary. It's like a very comforting, interesting feeling. I don't know how to explain energy. Like, it just has this energy to it, and it just feels a certain way, right? I wouldn't have ever realized what my dreams felt like if I didn't pay attention to them and I didn't look through my dream journal. Because now, next time I go into a dream and I feel the energy of that dream, and I'm like, wait, this is familiar. Oh my gosh, this is a dream, because I remember reviewing a dream before bed in my dream journal that felt very similar to this. You can almost start to connect the dots that way. So if you're not reading through your dream journal, if you're not using what's in your dream journal to get lucid, then that could be a reason why you're not lucid dreaming. Your dream journal is the most valuable artifact you have in this practice. It helps you remember your dreams. It helps you create a library of content of your own mind that you can visit time and time again. It reveals patterns in your dreams, which help you get lucid. It allows you to decode your dreams, decode and interpret the symbolism in your dreams so you can connect and communicate with your subconscious even before you get lucid. The dream journal is the most valuable artifact you have in this practice. So if you're not utilizing that, then that could be a huge reason why you're not lucid dreaming. If you never did a technique again, if you never did an induction technique, and you only used your dream journal, you would have lucid dreams. I guarantee you, you do not need induction techniques. If you create a habit of awareness and you understand the energy of your dreams, then it will be so much easier to get lucid, because you'll spontaneously get lucid. You don't have to do an induction technique. And if your dream journal is not working, you need to revise. You need to revise something within your practice. What do you mean it's not working? Because there's different aspects that may or may not work within this practice depending on what you're doing or how you're using it. The dream journal also helps keep you motivated. Absolutely. And it helps keep the connection alive between you and your subconscious. Imagine if we never had regular dreams, we only had lucid dreams. We don't even have nearly as many lucid dreams as we do regular dreams, right? So if you never had non-lucid dreams and you only had lucid dreams every once in a while, you would feel disconnected, because you're only having a dream experience like twice a week or something, depending on how many times you lucid dream, right? So dreams, non-lucid dreams, keep the connection alive between you and your subconscious mind. So very, very, very important. You also need to look at your habits throughout the day. How aware are you throughout the day? How many times do you ask if you could be dreaming? Oh, that was kind of weird. Could this be a dream? Even if you're joking around, that was weird, might want to check if I'm dreaming, that is better than nothing. You want to get in the habit of making the statement of you could be dreaming, you want to make that real. You don't want it to be like, of course I'm not dreaming. Because then you'll be like that in all of your dreams. If we always assume that we're awake during the day, we carry that habit over into our dreams. So we'll always just assume that we're awake when we're dreaming, which is not the habit that we want to build, right? That is literally not what we want to do. How you live is how you dream, which means the habits you have during waking life, those are the habits you're going to have when you're sleeping, when you're dreaming. So if you want to be more aware, if you want to question things more, start to do that in waking life. If you want to be more critical in your dreams and realize when something is off, do that when you're awake, even if you feel silly. I'll go on a walk and I will literally just start counting my fingers and trying to poke my finger through my palm. I do not care. The old me would not do reality checks in front of people. So how did that manifest? I in the dream, I never did reality checks in front of dream characters because I made the habit during the day. Like, so you have to live the way that you want to dream. And you have to pay attention to how you're living throughout the day. I have sticky notes on my wall that say, check if you're dreaming. I have a bracelet that says, are you dreaming? I have an app on my phone that periodically asks me throughout the day if I'm dreaming. And it's helped create the habit of asking myself the question. You just want to be more aware during the day. You also want to pay attention to what you're eating. Are you eating really, really heavy foods before you go to bed? That could also be why you're not lucid dreaming. Because think about how much energy it takes to digest a meal. And if you're doing that right before bed, your body is going to be like, okay, digesting this meal is way more important than going through our dream content. So we're going to use all of our energy to digest this meal, and then we'll take some energy away from the dreams tonight. It's fine. Go to bed and you'll notice you'll have more out-of-body experiences too if you go to bed on a light stomach. Like, the lighter you feel when you go to bed, the easier it's going to be to enter different planes of consciousness. You don't want to weigh down your body even more because you're almost anchoring yourself to this 3D reality, right? And it's okay if you don't have a perfect diet. It's almost more important when you eat and how you eat rather than what you eat, believe it or not, obviously. I hope you get some like veggies or something in your meal, but it's almost more important when and how you eat than what you eat. So don't focus on like, oh my God, I need to go vegan to lucid dream, because that's not true. Just be mindful of when you eat and how you eat. I do intermittent fasting, which means I start eating at like 1 p.m. and then I stop eating at like 9. So I have like an 8-hour eating window, and then the rest of the time I fast, and I'll just have like liquids and stuff. You could try something like that if that benefits you. Also, not thinking about dreams enough. Because how are we going to get lucid if we don't spontaneously think about dreaming when we're dreaming? That's how we realize if we're dreaming, right? Because we'll have a thought, Could this be a dream? Am I dreaming? But if we never think about dreaming during the day in waking life, we're not going to think about it in the dream because we don't have that habit in waking life, right? And the habits that we have in waking life, we carry to the dream. So if you're like, wow, my dream self is really just flowing by, doesn't even pay attention to anything, then you'll probably want to set the example of how you want to be in waking life, and that will transition, that will carry into the dream, right? So you want to pay attention to those kinds of things and how you're living throughout the day, right? Let's see. Also, supplements. If you want to heighten your lucidity or your chances of lucidity, you can test out a supplement. I wouldn't make it a habit. I wouldn't rely on any supplements or rely on lucid dreaming supplements. They're supposed to boost the practice that you already have. So I would use it with techniques. I would use it with this entire practice just to amplify the level of lucidity you have. Again, I'm going to be reviewing. Thanks, Eric. I'm going to be reviewing some supplements soon that I think would help your practice, but play around with things. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. You can even have a little experiment, like Excel sheet. Okay, this for sure works on getting me lucid. This thing does not. Like you're figuring out your recipe, remember? You're figuring out your recipe of what works and what doesn't. Sleep paralysis is super hard for me. The feeling of must move drives me crazy. So that's the rollover signal. So your body's just trying to check if you're awake or asleep. So if you're meditating and all of a sudden you feel itches and like urges to move and like roll over, that's just your body saying, hey, are you awake? If you're awake, can you respond to these urges? So I know if I should put you into sleep paralysis or not. That's the body talking to you, by the way. You have to pretend like you're asleep, because if you don't respond to the signals, then the body's gonna be like, oh, okay, you must be asleep, so okay, we can induce sleep paralysis now. But if you move and itch, the body's gonna be like, oh, they're not asleep yet, okay, let's hold off on sleep paralysis, right? And we should pretend that we're asleep and try not to respond. That lasts maybe about 5 minutes. I've had it maybe like 5 to 10. It feels like so much longer though, right? Especially when you're in it. Definitely feels like longer. But it's different for everybody, but I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes. You can also practice this in meditation, hiccup. You could practice this in meditation, just trying not to move or itch or anything. And that should help too. That's what I do, is I kind of practice during meditation to not move and kind of ignore those urges, and that's helped me. Sometimes I see strange flashy images as I fall asleep. What can they mean? So that is actually hypnagogic imagery. That is the subconscious mind opening as the conscious mind closes. So that is potential dream content. If you pay attention to those flashes and colors, you can actually use those to carry you farther and farther into sleep. So those hypnagogic images can be used to induce lucid dreams, to induce sleep paralysis, to fall asleep quicker, to induce liminal dreams. And hypnagogic imagery is the gateway into sleep. So it's when you're in the hypnagogic state, you're literally on the line between wakefulness and sleeping. So you can actually use that in your practice. So I hope that makes sense. And we're definitely going to be talking more about this, because there is so much more that I could say about this. Those are the basics though, so I would really pay attention to those. It really does come down to awareness, your dream journal, how you're sleeping, how you're acting throughout the day. We have to be able to engage in dream content and think about dreams in order to think about them in the dream world. Think about your dream self as an extension of you. Oh, my dream self was really unaware in the dream today, even though it was very clear we were dreaming. So we need to practice more awareness in waking life. See them as connected like that, all right? So guys, I do have to go. I do have some stuff to do. in like 10 minutes or less. But I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I meant to update you guys and let you guys know when I was going live because I didn't yesterday. But this was kind of just a spontaneous thing because I wanted to hang out with you guys. We may be streaming more than once a week. I actually really enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's really, really fun. So I definitely want to stream and hang out with you guys more than once a week for sure. Trip, we were just ending. What's up? Hello, of course. Thank you. Daryl, how's it going? What's your advice for monkey mind chatter when focusing on inducing a wild? Give your brain something to focus on, like a concrete visualization or something, and just bring yourself back, bring yourself back. We go through mind chatter because the brain doesn't have anything to focus on. So it's trying to find things. It's trying to grasp at all these different things. Oh, I'm kind of uncomfortable in this position. Oh, what do I have to do later? We have to give the monkey a banana, basically. And the banana is a metaphor for something to focus on. So if you're inducing wild, I would really immerse yourself in the dream scene or the dream world and start to create that as vividly as you can using your senses. Jason, of course. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. This is so fun. Thank you guys. I love you. I cannot wait to hang out with you again. Oh my gosh. And I might do it during the day more. This is really, really fun. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this. We're definitely going to still do Monday streams, but I might add another day on there because during the day, maybe we'll have one later, like Monday will be later in the night, and then sometime throughout the week we'll do like an earlier one. I think that sounds good. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. There is I'm actually going to release a video tonight, a sleep meditation. I'm going to start making more meditations. Yay. So we're having one come out Saturday, one come out tonight, and then tomorrow we have a pretty interesting video for you guys. So we're loading up with content. Look, we're getting ahead, right? My goal is to have at least one release a day eventually. I think that'd be really, really cool. Oh, it's 9 p.m. where you are? It's 7. It seems really early to me. The sun's out, like, but I guess it is kind of later, isn't it? It just feels so early to me. But keep a lookout for that. There's gonna be a meditation track tonight, a video tomorrow. My goal is to start releasing one every day. Oh my gosh, isn't that cool? And then live stream twice a week. Ooh, that sounds so fun. I just love hanging out with you guys. You guys are always so fun. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really do love you guys and appreciate you so much. So I am off, my friends, to my next venture today, but I will see you guys on the interwebs, and keep a lookout for the content coming out. We're about to, you know, take this to the next level. So I'm glad you guys are joining the ride with me. I love you guys. Thank you so much, my dream family, for hanging out with me. If you're interested in joining the workshop, the 4-day workshop, send me an email. If you're interested in how we can work together, send me an email. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And make sure to check out the description for any of my other links. They are all there. How to join my email list, my merch, all of that. So make sure to check that out and then let me know if you guys have any questions. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have the most beautiful day or night whenever you're watching this. And I can't wait till our next stream together, and I will see you next time. And as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity. Bye, guys. Love you.